That was ridiculous. Alright. Hello everybody, my name is Samantha Summers and welcome back to another episode of Hiveswap Friendsim. We have got Volume 9, 2 more trolls, and let's get into this. Oh my goodness. Skyla. Okay, where is Volume 9? Yes. Whoa. What's going on? It looks like I'm covered in slime and toothpicks. I'm so concerned. Part of you has always been taken with the idea of purchasing a one-way train ticket to anywhere and boarding it without looking back. Or your current case, stowing away without looking back. Details. The idea has always seemed so idyllic? No strings, no obligations, just you and your journey, the wind in your hair and the taste of freedom on your lips. Your little daydream didn't exactly involve careening across a perilous terrestrial landscape. I didn't see that S. But then you've always liked to think of yourself as the kind of person who is open to new experiences, not to mention new friends. In practice, though, this tastes less like freedom and more like noxious muck. Ew. Which is what you're currently surrounded by. Ugh. It's not unlike the slime that was in Skyla's reprocoon, except that slime was weirdly soothing, and this is prickly, burny, and uncomfortable. You thought you were being smart by sneaking on board, jumping into some sort of cargo carrier. Oh, how wrong you've been. The trade-off for not being caught, then maimed or killed for your blood color is apparently this. You almost would have preferred the maiming. God knows you're used to taking a beating by now. Amissa! Azdaja looks amazing, by the way. Whoa! Okay, that's so cool right there. Amissa is back. She wasn't like my favorite. She kind of tried to kidnap me. Yeah, she was cute. She's okay. She's cute. But this troll right here, oh my goodness, that's amazing. That's like the mother of all mullets. That might not be a mullet, it might just be the way it's pulled back, but my goodness, it looks like the biggest mullet ever. I have to pick you. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Amissa. You're cute and all, but Azdaja. I'm gonna go with a Y. Yeah, I'm going with a Y. Okay. Trust me. After what feels like way too long, the vehicle slows down and you take the opportunity to tumble out of your slime jail onto the dusty ground, picking yourself up and hurrying away from the station before you can get spotted. Whoa. Where am I? Why would I take a train away from my hive and my friends? A little while later, you're standing at the beginning of a massive canyon, and your awful train ride almost feels worth it. I mean, that is a pretty great view. The canyon stretches on endlessly, miles of yawning chasms and winding ravines at your feet. It's enough to make your mouth hang open in awe. After spending so much time in various grody parts of the city, the sight of such pristine natural beauty touches your heart. You feel somehow inspired, like you could belt out an aria or draw a masterpiece if you tried. But before you can begin exploring your hidden creative depths, you're distracted by noises coming from not too far away. I wonder what that is. You're not alone. You know what this means. A chance to get yourself more of that sweet, sweet friendship. After so many successful companionship adventures, you're thirsty for more. You know, except for those first couple where I killed people on accident with my tuchus. So, oops. Yeah, we're ignoring that. You pick up your jaw, but excuse you. Go away. You pick up your jaw and go investigate. The sound leads you towards a trail along the side of the canyon, which in turn leads you down a roomy platform, not that much lower than where you started. There's a series of sharp outcrops jutting out from the plateau, and perched atop the highest one is a figure dramatically framed against the moonlight. At first, you think he's peering moodily into the distance, but then you realize he's looking through some sort of contraption on his face. Whoa. Recording coordinates. You look around. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here. So what you heard is this fellow muttering to himself, you guess. I see. He's so wrapped up in whatever it is he's doing that he hasn't noticed you yet. This guy has got to be hankering for some company. Being all by his lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere, you're sure of it. Climb up and surprise him or wave and say hello. Okay, let's see. Alright, so if I climb up and surprise him, I might get fried. If I wave and say hello, he might not notice me. Okay, let's wave and say hello and hope he notices me. Sporting your most winning smile, you call out a greeting and give a jaunty wave. That gets his attention. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my goodness, like, whatever's going on here is great. He's got some jib, some like freaky jib hair. Oh my goodness, I love it. Well, well, well. Would you look at what the poor beast dragged in? Are you lost? That depends on your definition of lost. You prefer to think of whatever you're doing as taking the scenic route, just like indefinitely. Your new acquaintance and hopefully soon-to-be pal snorts, unimpressed. Oh, excuse you. It would be better if you did that somewhere else. Better for me, I mean, which is the most important issue currently at hand, let's face it. I still have preparations to make and I'm running out of time. You're kind of cramping my style here. Preparations? For the game, obviously. It's starting any minute now. You have no idea what he's talking about. Seriously? You don't know about dual strifers? Wow, you're even more of an empty-headed plebe than I thought. Got it. He's a gamer. That's not a very fair thing to say. Sure, he might not have made a habit of running headfirst into stupidly dangerous situations, but there's no reason for him to assume. Are you about to, like, Naruto explode me or something? Your voice is drowned out by a crackling sound. Oh, I wonder what the smoke was. He's like, whoosh. He's levitating down from his perch towards you, sparks of energy stirring the sand up into a cloud. After meeting Serva and Kupram, you've come to expect psionic powers from trolls with yellow blood by now, but it still kind of takes you aback. You stumble backwards, falling on your butt. The troll is unbothered by your spill, continuing to address you while you're sprawled on the ground. I was kind of expecting a little more out of you. You're being a little bit of a jerk. I'll explain. Dual Strifers pits Alternia's best and brightest against each other in a timed event, designed to reveal the most skilled among the group. Which would be me, of course, that goes without saying. He tells you a bunch of other stuff about game mechanics that, to be honest, goes straight over your head. He's apparently not in enough of a rush that he can't stop what he's doing to outline his plans to you. Some random passerby, in a fairly detailed manner at that. He seems pleased to have an audience, actually. Wow, this friend... Shut up! This friendship is barely even off the ground and you're already doing great! You get back on your feet and nod along sagely, pretending to understand his ramblings about strategy and whatnot. Got it. And then you notice a blinking light is coming from the screen over his eye. Huh. Interesting. My scouter can't retrieve any data on your species at all. Hello. He leans forward and looks at you. Really looks at you. Up until this point, he'd been paying more attention to his own voice or whatever readings he'd been getting on his device. But now he's focused fully on you. Is starting to fluster you a little, actually, that is, until his mouth twists into a smirk. You get a glimpse of a single jagged tooth. You know, it's technically possible to join in teams of 2. I'm so confused. Why does he want a friend, fight with me? Not fight with me. Why does he want a team with me? Because he doesn't know what I am. But now you're here. Is he saying what he thinks he might be saying? Excitedly, you clarify whether he's asking you to join the game as his partner. Ha! Sure. I just love teaming up with clueless nerds like you. No. Rude! You'd be a nice element of surprise, though. I could use you for a collateral resource, fodder, a lackey. I was excited about you. What do you say? That doesn't sound nearly as flattering. No, it kinda doesn't. But it's an opportunity to help. And you've founded so many great friendships on doing whatever favors random strangers have wanted you to do for them already. Why stop now? Okay, I will be the best lackey ever. Or screw this. I mean, I could survive being a lackey, right? Okay, let's see where hanging out with him goes. Yeah. Yes? Yeah, okay. The title might not be much, but that doesn't mean you can't excel at it. You tell him you accept his offer. I don't know. Excellent. By the way, I'm Azdaja. But you must have known that already. You're not sure why you would. Because I end up knowing all the trolls' names before they tell me? No? 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 Okay, no. Never mind. Maybe he's some kind of big shot. Come to think of it, the name does ring a bell. Right. Coniel was the big beefcake. Is this her maid spread? He's a tool. He passed out. Ha! He passed out. I'm gonna so call him out on that. Can I please call him out on that? Come to think of it, the name does ring a bell. You've heard it before. When you were in the middle of infiltrating a bandit hideout with a mercenary, Connell. You met my mate, Sprit. You must have gotten on her good side, or you wouldn't be standing here talking to me. Because you'd be minced into the ground finer than grub paste. Aww. Aww. He's so cute. He's grinning like he's really proud and fond about Connell being the sort of girl who'd make mincemeat out of someone as soon as speak to them. If he wasn't talking about her literally murdering you, you might find this reaction endearing. I gotta do though, cause... Okay, stop it. Oh my god, I'm being so annoyed. I do find it cute though! It's endearing. Aww. I do though. It is pretty cute. It is pretty cute. He cares for her. Aww. Hang on. If he already has a partner, why isn't she here? Azdaja's expression sours abruptly. My partner isn't here because she didn't make our agreed upon rendezvous time. Says the word partner in an overdone, exasperated huff, as if he thinks she might be listening from behind a boulder somewhere and he can somehow shame her into appearing. You remember what Polypa said about mercenary duos often being quadranted pairs, i.e. romantically involved. Did his girlfriend stand him up? Yikes. Maybe it's better that you haven't been prompted to partner status if it meant getting involved in another couple spat. You've had quite enough of that already. You hope they aren't fighting. Azdaja glares at you. The exact nature of our quadrant is none of your business, frankly. Now come on. We're wasting time. He steps off the edge of the plateau, descending in a crackle of energy and floating you into the canyon along with him. It's a terrifying ride, but the view affords it pretty amazing. Soon you reach the bottom. We should keep going. There's someone else in this valley. We'll get the drop on them if we move fast. He grins confidently, his coat flapping behind him. There isn't any wind down here, though. Is he flapping his own coat with his sigh for dramatic effect? First blood to Neelix. You blink tentatively. You repeat, blood? Yes, blood. He says it the same way he enunciated the name of his competition earlier, like it should have been painfully obvious. Like I told you, our aim is to take out our opposition. Swiftly and painfully. To win, we have to be the last team standing in this entire canyon. Weren't you listening when I explained earlier? Ooh, you've been proceeding under the assumption that this was some kind of elaborate competitive lark. Like, solve some puzzles, get out of the giant canyon before the other guy type of deal. Perhaps arm wrestle your competitors into submission if you run into them, but no. This game involves actual violence. You probably shouldn't be surprised. You've been all turning it long enough to discern that, boy, trolls do sure love killing. You've made friends with plenty of trolls who have less bloodthirsty hobbies, though. You ask him whether he's ever considered getting into excessive bodily force poetry or streaming sick beats. Please, you're kidding, right? Now is no time for joking around. Don't tell me you're already getting frosty strut pots. Cold shoulder. I can't work with someone with such a flimsy sense of conviction. You reassure him that no, of course not. Your strut pods are toasty as all heck. But he's no longer paying attention to you. His scouter glints. Okay. You passed out the first time you saw blood. Seriously. There. Where? He flashes past you before you can blink, riding the waves as his spy to a collection of rocks sitting behind you. Target acquired. Next try, think you could smart me by laying in wait and launching an ambush. Cowardly move. And sloppy. Very sloppy. Now, prepare to get owned. Resistance is futile. Crap. Abruptly, Azdaja freezes. You hesitate, unsure as... Shut up. You hesitate, unsure as to what sort of threat you're dealing with here. But then a troll girl with a cerulean blue symbol on her shirt pops up from behind the rocks. Oh no! Oh no, she's mind controlling him. Oh no! She giggles menacingly, making Azdaja turn towards you. His expression is blank. His nifty brain power is now under your competitor's control. To echo Azdaja's sentiment, oh crap. You need to do something. Fast. You have the harebrained thought that maybe you can grab Azdaja and physically wrestle him from under her control. You launch yourself towards him in a mad dash, attempting to call out a chilling battle cry. But it comes out more of a pathetically broken yowl. Oh, that looks painful. The girl laughs again. Azdaja's eyes flash brighter than you've seen so far, almost blinding. Oh, those are straight up laser eyes, aren't they? And they're really powerful. You've met some strong trolls, but this kind of power is something else. If Azdaja were a character in a video game, and you were to assign him a quantifiable number to measure his power, 9,000. Some kind of level, perhaps, that number would be? Well, it would be very high, is all you're saying. She doesn't seem to be able to control him very well. Azdaja's lasers shoot at a point above you, scoring a deep gash in the rock and sending rubble toppling downwards. You reach out, grabbing at Azdaja's coat. You've got to get out of here! The girl doesn't stop you, merely leaping out of the way of the certain doom that's hurtling rapidly towards you. You think you see something out of the corner of your eye, some last-ditch hope at knocking a squash splat as a grub cake. You race towards it. Oh, we're in a cave. What's back there, though? That looks like some intricate drawing, maybe. Maybe? Your first thought when you next open your eyes is that death has finally come to tenderly cradle you in its sweet, loving embrace. But you quickly realize that you're in a cave, not the afterlife, and that the reason you can even see anything right now is because the area around you is brightened by light coming from Azdaja's scatter. Through sheer dumb luck, you must have run towards a single safe spot in the entire ravine. This hole in the ground. It's as if this hole was sitting here, carved out of the rock, waiting to be your escape route. You might even say this hole was made for you. Ooh! You wince, covering your ears. Could he keep it down, maybe? Your nerves are a little shot from almost dying for the umpteenth time this week. No, I will not keep it down! Curses, I can't believe this. Who does that blue blood think she is? Does she realize who she just messed with? You realize you're gold, she's blue. She doesn't care. Wow, he looks really mad. Instinctively, you reach off to execute that slow face pat the trolls seem to find so soothing, but he slaps your hand away. Excuse you! What do you think you're doing? I already told you that I have a more rail. No, you didn't. You said you have a mate spread. You stammer out an apology. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Plus, he thought Conil was his mate spread. He's getting embarrassed. He seems to realize what he just said. A hint of yellow touches his cheeks. Just barely visible in the light. That's what I said. I already have a mate spread. not what you said. You're pretty sure you heard him right the first time, but you're also pretty sure that those are two different sorts of relationships. But you let the subject drop. No need to rile up your new friend more than he already is. Your shoosh path might have been rejected, but the attempt seems to have snapped him out of whatever pissed off funk he's gotten himself into. Let's get out of here. He follows the path of the cave. Can't he just blast you both out? Don't be stupid. If I did that, it would cause a cave-in. Are you that eager to get crushed? All the time. Good point. You're acting just like Kanye. So ready to rush in without a game plan. That's what you literally just did when you thought you could one-up that blue troll. If he meant this as an insult, the effect is kind of lost. He sounds more wistful than irritated. You walk in silence for a while. As you make your way further into the cave, you realize that the walls aren't blank like you previously thought. No! They got drawings. But covered in complicated carvings. Cave troll art, you wonder? I know what you're thinking. That life as a prince among trolls must be an enviable one. That was not what I was thinking. You snap to attention. Yes, of course. You were definitely thinking about him and his life story just then. I don't expect someone like you to understand. You're obviously a completely average person who will live out their life in perfect mediocrity. But not me. You don't know what it's like to be born so gifted. Completely average. That's you, alright. You try your best to be sympathetic. Having rad powers must make things really hard. What? No way, it's awesome. But as you've clearly seen, it can attract unwanted attention from pathetic individuals who aren't nearly as talented themselves, who are desperate to have some unbeatable psionics in their corner. To be honest, the Empire is no different, and it's not like the rebels are much better. Konyol and I don't really care one way or the other. We're just here to off chunks and get money. We look out for ourselves first and foremost. But eventually, we'll be sent off planet to do the bidding of the Empress, just like everyone else. Okay, you can see why having no say in the matter kind of sucks. But isn't there opportunity to do cool stuff in space too? Azdaja's face draws up in a wry expression. Yeah, it was someone else calling the shots. You keep walking. After what feels like hours, his scouter flashes again. We're here. Woo! He lets the wall have it with his eye lasers. With a resounding roar, it crumbles away. Aside from the spot he's destroyed, the rest of the cave is intact. Moonlight spills into space through the impromptu exit. Woo! Just outs. It's over. We're stuck down here for so long that the game has ended. Meaning, did we win? Because, I mean, we're still alive. Your heart sinks. This was a disaster. He's definitely not going to want to be your friend after losing this competition he's so invested in. We're the last team standing, which makes us the winners. What about the other last team? Like, shouldn't there be a last team that thinks they're the last team? I knew it. That blue blood loser might have a stroke of... That blue blood loser might have had a stroke of good luck, but she was no match for someone of my station. My victory was a foregone conclusion from the start. Bringing you along was an excellent idea. Your recklessness really came in hand back there. He's thanking you, you realize. Or something close to it. Modestly, you assure him that it was no problem. A prince knows when to give credit where credit is due. I'll take it, you know. I'll take it. Celebration is in order, I think. Once we collect our prize. There's a prize? Yes. Dual Stripers offers an impressive cash reward to whoever wins. You'll get a cut as well, of course. Whoa! Money! this will be the first time you've laid your hands on the stuff since you crash landed. Maybe you'll finally be able to purchase a warm meal or clothing that isn't from someone else's closet. More important than the money is that you've proven you aren't a complete mess up. You've already earned Azdaja's trust, also his friendship. Yes! I'm kind of sad I didn't get to see Kanye. I'm kind of sad. That was pretty good though. A little less dramatic than I thought it'd be, looking at his general figure. Like just look at that. That looks dramatic as all get out. All get out. But we didn't die. Wow. We didn't die. I'm a little shook. We didn't die. We won. We're gonna get some cash. Yes. Either way, that was great. We won. We made a new friend. A really cool friend with a really long mullet. Yeah. A really big mullet. My goodness. Has he ever seen scissors? Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Wow. Either way, thank you all so much for playing with me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.